Hi and welcome to our event today for the European Corporate Legal Departments on the Move. I really welcome you to our presentation in regards of our new legal technologies. Please be so kind, if you have any kind of questions, to use our Q&As, which you can easily use, and then we can answer all your questions you will have during this event. Our event today is held by two speakers, so I'm proud to tell you that Virginie Ratouin, she's our sales manager at legal software in France at Wolters Kluwer, and I'm the speaker for you for the first part. My name is Hanni von der Stein, and I'm a global product manager for document application at Wolters Kluwer. To give you some a little bit more insights of our softwares we're using and the softwares and the legal tech tools we're using to support the entire contract lifecycle, we will introduce to you today some tools that are quite, let us say, that way to give you more efficiency in the document and contract creating. We will have a look into Legal Smart Documents, which is a high sophisticated template library to create drafts and contracts. And then I would like to show you how we can support the negotiation process with TeamDocs to collaborate the review of documents and to finalize documents in a negotiation process without being together on one table. And of course, Virginie Ratouin will show you how to analyze documents with our artificial intelligence tool, Della, inside Legisway. And don't forget that all our software suite is compatible with Legisway and integrated totally into one single source of truth. And yeah, what is it new legal technologies about? Why do we have new legal technologies? Yeah, they're to boost your productivity, of course, reduce risks and turnaround times in regards of documents, and to optimize time by simplifying and automating legal operations. Means we want to give you more time to do other work than recurring work. And this is starting with the AI tool we could offer you by, with the AI tool, you can retrieve data and metadata out of contracts. You can reduce recurring tasks for the legal counsel. You can secure and have an audit compliant negotiation process, which I will show you afterwards. Establish a single source of truth, let me say it in that words, that all your document and all your metadata, your case data will be found in one single database. And then, of course, no more manual document processing. Document processing, when it's manually done, you know that you can have a lot of failure. You can use outdated templates. Your business partners probably don't have the latest and legally secured documents if they're going out of the organization, they're leaving the house, and sometimes there are some issues inside those documents. Of course, you can create new business models for your legal organization. You can provide a self-service portal for documents, for templates, for contracts. And of course, at the end of the day, it's all about improving the control, the consistency, and quality of your legal documents, which the legal document is the main issue and the main thing which is risky to get out of the organization. And at the end of the day, we want you to dedicate your time to the valuable work and not to the recurring work. So in order to do so, we want to introduce to you shortly today Legal Smart Documents and TeamDocs, of course. Legal Smart Documents is a dialogue-based a tool to create legal secure documents. Just imagine you have your documents stored in a database, and everyone, even a lay person, he doesn't have to have any knowledge about legal, can use this document and create a contract out of it because he is led through a dialogue. The templates are certified by the legal counsel and it's just to be used by the when it's featured by the legal counsel. And of course, it gives you a very kind and smart agility with our clause database as if you change one clause, it has impact of any kind of contract where the clause is integrated in. So you just have to change one clause, and probably the clause has an impact of hundreds of documents. So it's really giving you more agility and smarter in using your clauses. And at the end of the day, of course, we want to standardize templates to have one secure corporate identity. You don't want your company to leave the document which is outdated and the design of the document isn't the state of the art. And the second thing I would like to show to you is TeamDocs. After creating a template in your organization, you want to negotiate a template. Maybe there are several parties who want to take part of the negotiation process. Maybe you have to have multi-document comparison because you're exporting documents and you need to merge them together afterwards. And I want to show you how easy we can do it with our legal tech tool, TeamDocs. So this is the 2 points I want to figure out today with you. And in the end, afterwards, Virginie will show you our artificial intelligence component. And just let me check if I can now show you a live presentation. Just give me a second and I will show you my TeamDocs. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you. So you're gonna see what's going on today. Just give me a second to change into my browser. Here we go. I hope you can see my screen. Thank you very much. So this is TeamDocs, and you see here that I have a lot of documents inside my, this is me. I'm logged in as Hanni van der Stein, and I want to create a new document. I click on my plus here, and I want to start a contract out of my Legal Smart Documents environment. And I build an NDA just to have it more comprehensive. And you see here what happens. This is Legal Smart Documents, and we can see what happens here. I decided to work on a non-disclosure agreement. It's in English, of course, and I want to start a document. And it's quite easy to use. I'm not a legal professional, but I'm the one to fill in the data which is missing. And you see here, for example, I can put in the closing date of this contract and just let me go forth, and I just can put in the name of the company or the name of the participant I want to have signed in NDA. So, for example, it's next. This is the company name. This is the address. And then I need also a zip code. And you see here that these are all mandatory things I have to fill in. Without this, I cannot move on. You see here I cannot move on in the document. So if I'm a lay person, I just don't know anything about legal, I still can use it, and I'm really fast in creating this template. So the city we're in, and I have to select the country we're talking about. And you see here how fast we can implement information and just move on. I want the period of notice to change, so just let me change this. And of course, I want to have a post-contract clause. You see here how easy it is to involve clauses and to integrate clauses. These clauses are secured by the legal counsel, and no one can change this clause. There's no option to change it. And just imagine you have this clause in your database of Legal Smart Documents, and you need to word some wording of it. You just change it once, and the clause will appear in the change just a second you change it. In every contract you're using this clause. So I want to have the period of years of 7 years, and you see how easy it is. And this is it. So I finished the document, and I always have the summarize of my documents where I worked in. You see here, I just can step back and change it, and it's really easy to finish. So the next steps I want to discuss is the negotiation of of this negotiation. Okay, it's hard to write and to talk. I want to negotiate about this document. Just imagine you have a big document. Now it's a small NDA, but it's just a showcase I want to show to you. And then I can, when I want to negotiate, I can invite my participants. And it doesn't matter if it's an internal, external participant. Of course, I would like to have someone who is involved today, but with just typing in the email address, the other party is invited, and I can decide what the other part can do. Can he suggest? Can he probably just read my document, and so on? Please take part in the negotiation process. Very easy, very comfortable, and I'm inviting now Virginie. I invited her here. You see, she already is in the document. And to make it more comfortable for you, we already created a document where we worked together in yesterday. And so just let me just open this document. And this is also nice because when you already worked in the document, you never lose a changelog of the document, and this is much more convenient than in Word. And just let me check it here. For example, just look at the left hand. It's a smart and logical way to lead you through the document. And let me just check what happened here. It's a red alert I'm finding, and the document leads me to all the changes, doesn't matter where, and I cannot lose the changes that have been done by others. So you see here, we are 3 participants. It's Virginie, she's a green. There's also Max and me. All of us, we're working together in this document. It doesn't matter where we work together. So I have pending changes, and you see here how easy and smart it is. Just let me check at the end of the document. So, okay, you don't see the right screen. My colleague just told me this the second. Let me just check. Okay, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry. I need to share the other screen. Just a second. I'm sorry for this. It's just the technical part. So here is my NDA, and I was working on it. Very nice. I hope you can see it now, and I'm still going back. You know, this is the document I shared with Virginie here on the right side, just above, and with my colleague Max. And I want to see on the left side, there are red alerts I already talked about. And just let me check, where did the changes happen? There are pending changes. Let me check it. I'm going to read it, and then I can open the change history, and you see what happened here. So just down there was the first version. Now I have the second version, and I have the second version where I changed something. And I didn't like the changes, so I want to retrieve the changes. And it's quite easy because here I have such a nice view on it. And I just compare the changes and say, okay, I want to reactivate the version from version 1. And you see how nice the changelog is done all the time when I'm changing something. And so at the end of the day, when I'm happy with the changes, as I'm the approver of the document, I can say, okay, I like the changes Virginie done, and I can check the whole history of changes always inside the document. So what happens in the meantime? Let us check here the small bubble on the left side with the commentaries. Let me check it once, and I want to check what Virginie told me here, because you can do comments in the document directly to the paragraph needed. You don't have to write an email or to call someone or to copy and paste the paragraph and say, okay, let us check this. No, we can directly chat into this document. And what's also nice of it is that this chat is contributed just between some people. I could assign this chat only to Virginie. So she and me, we are the only one who see this chat, and Max isn't in the chat anymore. So this is quite cool because you can have external parties in your conversation, or you just can remove some participants of the conversation without letting them know that someone else is involved in the chat. just let me do it by myself. I'm gonna click here. I create a comment. Is this okay? And I want just to check, to chat or to exchange everyone, or I just want to exchange with Max. So, sorry, is the paragraph right? So I want to create this, and this is really a chat just between me and Max. And this is quite cool because you can chat inside a document with others. So just let me finish my little things here. Let me just check the changes. I'm gonna go through the changes Virginie did. Just look at the small I. Why is there an I? Because I didn't see this change. I just know that there is something to decide. And let me just check. Okay, I like what you did, and here is my change history again. Let us check everything. If we like it, if we don't like it, forget about it. I don't like the changes you did. And you see here that I did the version 3, 2, Virginie did version 1, and so on. So you always have, we have comments, which is still assigned to me, but I didn't finish it. So I want to finish this conversation. It's resolved, and we can finish this. So the bubbles remains in the document, but it's gray because I could reopen the chat again. The blue sign is my chat function, and the red one is the chat Virginie opened to talk to me. And I will tell her perfect. So this is so easy to interact together in one document. And it doesn't matter when you're doing this because the timestamp is always included. And now let me just show you one single thing I really love is to export this document. And I could also decide in which kind of layout I want to do it. And just let me do it this way. I want the red line. I don't want, let me just check. You see here that I'm gonna download this document. And here you are. I need to download it, and I can just open the document, but I know that I need to share my screen again. I think, just 1 second. I will share my screen with you. Last time I have to change it. I'm sorry for doing so. Share screen. I show you my whole screen so we can talk to each other much easier. Okay, so I'm going to show you the Word document which came out of it. And this is the document we were talking about. You see here all the changes. And just imagine you have a Word document sent to your department, and you want to, you have some changes done, new change, and just let me put here something more. And I'm gonna save this change. And just imagine you get this back from your host. Sorry, there's something wrong with sharing my screen. Okay, just imagine you got this back from your host and you want to compare this document to your existing TeamDocs document. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share this document. I'm gonna do the comparison and just see what's happening now. And this is the last thing I want to show you. And then I switch over and you see here how easy it is to compare documents and also to merge changes inside a document. And it's so nice and to do so. And after saying it's done, the changes are done in the document, the merge is done, and you see here what happened, that from an external document, you see here the 111 I inserted is already in the document after comparison and after merging. This is really the easiest way to collaborate and to have a real good document and to participate with others. I appreciate your time, and I will hand over to Virginie. Thank you very much, and have fun with her.
Thank you, Henny. I'm going to share my screen now. Up. So you should see my screen. So what I want to show you today is how artificial intelligence can help you save time when you have contract, whether they are signed or they are maybe at the draft stage, and you want to extract metadata from those contracts. So you will be using Della, which is our partner, and we have integrated this feature into Legisway Enterprise. And what we can do here is I can show you that what we can do is we do a contract analysis, and I can come and check one of the contract that I have. It's a PDF here, and I can select one of the checklists that we have. So I'm going to select one of the checklists that we have defined. It's either NDA or standard checklist or business agreement. So this really, it will be up to you to define which checklist you want to use, depending on the contract that you want to analyze. And of course, the checklist is something that we can customize for you with a specific question and specific information that you want to find into your agreement. So let's do this. So now a new page will be open, and the artificial intelligence will go and read the contract. So this is quite quick because it's a PDF, but just so you can see, I have also made the same thing for the same contract, but with a scan, really an image. So you can see that artificial intelligence can as well work on image PDF document. You see, like, for example, this one, it's really an image, it's a scan, and still the document can be read exactly the same. So I'm going to use the one that I've just imported, just so you see what is how it's working immediately. So we have here all the list of items that we want to extract using that checklist. So if I start with the first one, for example, the title, you can see that the system will highlight in yellow the information that was found. The signature date, for example, it's here. So it has been found here. The effective date, for example, the duration. And as you can see here, we have a green icon, which says that Della has high confidence into the answer that was found. However, here we have an orange icon, which is a lower confidence in the answer. So what is the question? So the question is, what is the duration of the agreement? And Della thinks that it's 6 years. And actually the answer is right. You see, the agreement is 6 years. So what I can do is I can teach the artificial intelligence by clicking there and set as correct, just to help artificial intelligence to learn and to work better next time. So next time it will know better what is the duration and that the answer was right. And you can see that this icon changed to answered verified by user. So the more you check here, the more the artificial intelligence will learn. We have also another option that you can do. For example, here, the force majeure clause, it's right. The answer is okay. But just, as you can see, it's only part of the clause that was retrieved from the system. So what I can do is I can display alternative answer. So the system will propose alternative answer, and I can select one of them, or I can also select my own answer. And what I want to do is I want to select the full clause, and here it is. And I will validate. I will save. And now if I go back to the force majeure, I've got the full clause here, and beside it has been verified and set as correct. So this is one way to improve the artificial intelligence. So we have a lot of things like that, a lot of questions, a lot of answers, a lot of metadata that will be retrieved in just a few clicks. But we have more options. We can do also specific questions, like, for example, something that would not be into the checklist. So which expenses are, payable. So it's just a human question, human language, and the system will understand it. So here, what are the expenses? So here they are. The system found the answer. And I can do another question. So like, what happens, for example, what happens, in case of termination? So this is something that was not in my checklist and that I want to know. And here is the answer. So actually, Della went to the effect of termination clause and found the information. So a lot of things like that that you can ask the artificial intelligence to find. One more thing is the parties. So you can see here that the parties were properly found by the system. Okay, so now I'm gonna do next and create a contract form into Legisway Enterprise. So as you can see, and I'm gonna switch screen. Hopefully you can see it as well. I hope so. No, you cannot. So I'm gonna go back there. Sorry for that. I wanted to, yeah, it's okay. So I wanted to show you this, but hop. Okay, so what you can see here is that the metadata that were found are here into your form, the main contracting party, the dates, etc., the signed agreement, and we also have the clauses that are here. They have been retrieved, but I'm going to save and I'm going to close that so you will see better on the screen. Otherwise, I guess it will be too small. Okay, so this is here. So you've got the clause, for example, the force majeure clause, everything was retrieved, the liability clause, the termination clause, all the clauses that were retrieved with the artificial intelligence question, they are here as well as your key information. So this means that anytime you want to open the document, you can also do so by looking at the preview here, and you can make a few search, like for example, you want to find the word expenses, and then you will find them. So you have the possibility to do search into a specific document using OCR and artificial intelligence. Fine, I guess we are right on time. Hopefully you managed to see my screen properly. I don't know if you have any question. So feel free if you do so. Otherwise, I see that we are, it's a break time. So if you don't have any question, I would invite you to go to the networking lounge for the break. I think there are some questions actually. Yeah, the slides, I guess the slides will be shared. We will make sure that maybe you can get the slides that Annie presented before. It was answered actually. So thank you very much, and please head to the networking lounge for the break.